This is Tales and Whispers, where every story is felt, not just heard.
Sometimes the biggest acts of courage happen in the quietest moments. We're about to dive into a powerful true story that unfolded at a kid's birthday party, a story about a silent rescue, and what it really teaches us about the true meaning of friendship. It all kicks off on what feels like just any other day. You know the kind. The sun is shining, everyone's in a good mood, but what no one knows is that everything is about to change in the blink of an eye. So the scene is a birthday party for a young boy in Indiana, and it's exactly what you'd expect. It's happy, it's relaxed, and everyone is totally unaware of the drama that's about to play out. Just picture it for a second. You've got kids laughing, music playing in the background. It's just a perfect, carefree afternoon by the pool. The whole vibe is just pure joy. Everything feels completely and almost devastatingly ordinary. And this is where the whole atmosphere just flips. The laughter, the music, it all kind of fades away as one tiny action sets off a life or death situation. That's really all it took. One of the boys at the party, his name is Braxton, he decides to jump into the deep end of the pool. Just a single playful leap. And just like that, the sound of the party just vanishes. The laughter is gone. That big splash is replaced by this tense, deeply unsettling quiet. Right away, you know something is terribly wrong. See, what was happening is this terrifying thing called silent drowning. It's not like what you see in the movies with all the shouting and splashing. In reality, when someone's drowning, they're often physically unable to yell for help. Their body goes into survival mode and it shuts down everything to focus on just one thing, trying to breathe. So you might see their hands moving frantically, but you hear nothing. At first, people around the pool thought Braxton was just messing around. But then they saw the look in his eyes. It was pure panic. And that's when they watched his body start to sink. His eyes were the only cry for help he could manage to get out. So in that split second of confusion and rising panic, one person didn't freeze. They acted. And it's just such a powerful reminder that real courage has nothing to do with how old you are. It's all about what you do when every single second counts. His best friend, Clark, saw exactly what was happening, and he just didn't hesitate. He didn't look around for an adult. He didn't second-guess himself for a moment. He just jumped in. It was pure instinct, pure friendship. And you know, this wasn't just some wild, panicked jump. Clark was smart about it. He went toward Braxton carefully because he knew that a drowning person can accidentally pull their rescuer under. He got a hold of his shoulder to stabilize him, and then he remembered something from a swimming lesson. He wrapped his arm around Braxton and pulled them both up to the surface. I mean, what incredible presence of mind under that kind of pressure. So once they got to the edge of the pool, the feeling was just overwhelming relief. But right after that, the sheer reality of what had just happened started to sink in for everybody. That first cough from Braxton, man, that was the sound of pure relief. He was out, he was breathing, he was safe. And as that wave of relief washed over everyone, that's when the chaos kinda started. People's reactions were all over the map. Somebody screamed for the adults, someone else ran for a towel, and a few people were just frozen in total shock. But maybe the most powerful reaction of all was the look Braxton gave Clark. It was this mix of fear and incredible gratitude, and this profound look of someone who knows they were just given a second chance at life. You know, when you really think about it, this story has two heroes. The school later held a ceremony to honor both of them. Clark, for his unbelievable courage, and Braxton, for the fight and resilience that kept him going until his friend could get to him. An event like this, it's more than just a dramatic story. It really makes you stop and think about what friendship actually means when it's put to the ultimate test. When Clark was asked about it later, his explanation was so simple, but wow, was it profound. He just said, "Braxton isn't just my friend, he's like my brother." And that one sentence, it explains everything, doesn't it? For him, it wasn't a choice. It was just an obligation of love. This really breaks down the difference, right? It's easy to talk about being a good friend, to make promises or say comforting words, but real friendship, that's defined by what you do. It's about being there, it's about showing up, and yeah, sometimes it's about rescue. So this incredible story really leaves us with a few big lessons. First, Just be aware, pay attention to the people around you, because danger can pop up in places that seem totally safe. Second, be a support system. Try to live in a way that just by being there, you're a source of comfort for others. And finally, always remember that the truest, most honest form of love is action. It's not about what you say, it's always about what you do. And that leaves us with one last, pretty powerful question to think about. Saved doesn't always have to mean from drowning. It could mean saved from a bad day, or from loneliness, or from despair. So when was the last time your action, whether it was big or small, was someone else's rescue?